So this is a bit of a niche video, I suppose. Basically, as all of you are aware, we are currently in the midst of a global pandemic, and that means that we have to stay at home for all of the time, and it's getting quite tough. We are, or most of us are, around 4 or 5 weeks in. For us it's 5 weeks, and it's, I mean, 5 weeks is a lot, and we still have at least another 3 weeks to go, which, I mean, it's tough going. So basically I sat down the other night and made a list of 8 things to keep me positive, to give me ideas of what I can do with the time that I have at the moment, and things I want to remember, to try and keep my mind positive, to try and make the most of a bad situation, basically. So I thought I would share them with you guys in the hope that perhaps you guys will find some positivity in all of this as well. Like I say, I know it's really tough. If you are really struggling with being in isolation, please get in touch with somebody and talk it out. There's nothing worse than struggling by yourself. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into the things I've listed. Number 1 is time for self-care. So with nowhere to go and nothing that needs to be done, take this time to look after number 1. Use that face mask that you bought and never used, have that extra long bath, have that gin on the rocks, have that early night, that long lie-in, whatever you need to do to make you feel like the best version of you. Use this time to repair, rejuvenate, and start again, basically. Take this time to look after yourself. Number 2 is to pick up old hobbies. So now is your chance to pick up that book, pick up that paintbrush, pick up that makeup, pick up the baking apron, pick up the instrument that you've always played or haven't played for so long. Take up something new if you'd like. The chances are you are never going to get the amount of time that you have on your hands right now. So let's make the most of it while saving people as we do it. Number 3 is make the most of this time with your children. Now, as a mother to a 1-year-old, I know that this is definitely easier said than done. However, at some point, especially us mothers, at some point we had to leave our children, end our maternity leave and go back to work, and at that point we were all wishing for just a little bit more time to spend with our children. Well, now is your chance. You have unlimited hours at the moment to spend with your children, so make the most of it and make sure that this is a time that they remember for all the good things and not necessarily all the bad things. Although we're in a negative situation right now, it doesn't mean that we can't take positives out of it. Number 4 is time for change. So if you've been unhappy in a job, if you're unhappy with your home, if you're unhappy with your finances or your style or anything along those lines, but you're always too busy to decide what you would do differently, then now is your chance. Sit down and list your pros and cons, have those important conversations, even put a plan in place. Although you probably won't be able to act on anything until normality returns, you will be ever grateful for the thinking, the planning, and you know what, it may even be the motivation you need for something to change. So take this time and think about, are you happy with what normal was? And if not, then now is your time to make a change, because you have all of the time in the world to sit down and properly plan and think through the actions that you might take when everything is lifted and we get to go back to normal. Number 5 is time for reflection. So although this global pandemic has knocked most of us sideways, it's probably also made a lot more of us aware of what's important to us and what's not. So why not use this extra time that you have to decipher what, and more importantly, who is important to you. This will allow you to make changes to make sure that you're not wasting any more of your time on things or people that don't add something positive to your life, so that when you return to normality, you only have the best bits to look forward to. Number 6 is declutter your space. You will more than likely never have this much time on your hands again. So declutter that wardrobe, those drawers, that junk cupboard. Finish all of those household projects that make up that never-ending to-do list. And why not consider the end of isolation a fresh start? Number 7 is educate and appreciate. So as most of us are sitting at home to save lives, we also have our key workers out there and our essential workers out there who are being our soldiers on the front line and making sure that our families are safe, fed, watered, comfortable and as connected as possible. So why not make sure that our appreciation lives on past the pandemic. And why not teach our children how important all jobs are in society, not just the ones that earn the most money, not just the ones that are more often talked about than others. Let's teach our children how important all job roles are and how essential everybody's position is in society. Let's not forget. Number 8 is make the most of your temporary normal. If you are anything like me, then isolation has brought you more home-cooked meals than ever before. You're learning new things about the people that you're in isolation with, and you're doing activities that you never would have considered doing before, like online quizzes or board games, painting, baking. And the chances are you're probably in contact with your family more now than you ever were when you could go and visit them. Enjoy this for what it is before you're reconsumed by work and takeaways, pub dates, nights out, Tinder meetups, or whatever else it is that leads you to the phrases, "I don't have time" or "I'm too busy." If sadly you are isolated by yourself, then here is a shout out to you. Well done. You have proven that you are stronger than you thought, and hopefully this entire experience has confirmed to you that you are and always will be enough. So to end this video, I'd like to give you guys a quote to live by, and that is, every day may not be good, but there's something good in every day. Although isolation and not seeing our families and friends and going out and having fun, doing the activities that we love, is really, really tough, there's something good to come out of this. We're saving lives, we're helping our NHS, we're trying to lower the amount of work that these people have. We're appreciating workers that otherwise, let's face it, most of us took for granted. And we're getting more time with our kids, more time at home. Most of us are on furlough, so realistically we're being paid 80% of our wage to basically sit at home. It's, in some strange ways, it's the dream. And what I'm saying to you is try and find the small things, even if it is the most minuscule of things. Try and look for it, because every day has something in it that will make you smile. So look for that thing and hold on to it, and try to pass it on to somebody else. Try and be somebody else's good thing that day. Even if it's your kids, even if it's a FaceTime call, even if it's baking cupcakes for somebody coming home, try and be that good thing and try and find that good thing, because we will get through this and we will come out of it stronger than we went in. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys were able to take something positive away from this video. If you have any advice or activities or anything to keep people positive during this time, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye guys.